So the spring anime season is upon us, right? It's here.
All around us.
We're like 2 to 3 to 4 episodes in to basically every show this season.
Just into the SAS. You called it SAS.
Yes, the SAS, the spring anime season.
My favorite anime, SAS.
Welcome to SAS 2015.
Sword Art
Sword Line. So there's one show that we have both been watching this season called Punchline. Punchline. So this show, okay. I'm trying to figure out how to talk about Punchline.
What do you want to say about this show?
So much. So Punchline, in my head, since the first episode, I've been thinking of it as potentially this season's Kill la Kill, and what I mean by that is that it is gorgeous and like really, really visual, and I mean, I guess all anime is, but it's very like stylistic. It doesn't look like anything else I've ever seen. It is also so fucking embarrassing and like so cringy.
And also, like Kill la Kill, when you hear about it, when you read the plot and like the PRs and things, you're like, what is this about? Like, the plot is so dumb.
Oh, yeah. And
on paper.
And like Kill la Kill, although I think this show goes a little further, they own how stupid it is. Like, there's so many moments in the first episode of just pure exposition.
Yeah.
Of just, like, the protagonist having the plot explained to him and it not really
by
making
someone
sense.
who doesn't even want to explain it.
Yeah, the cat is like, why do you stop
lazy
asking?
And drunk.
Yeah.
He's and forgets important things.
Right. He's like, we don't like to do too much explaining, basically.
Yeah. I think Kill la Kill really like told people that was okay. Like you could make those kinds of shows.
I mean, there's the whole ending of Kill la Kill is like, not to give too much away, but there's a line about like not making sense is our thing, and this show feels very much in the same vein.
Yeah.
It is like absolutely, I think, the prettiest show this season.
It is.
I love the colors.
I think.
Yeah, you gotta check first, but it's just something about it. I love looking at it. I love the entire cast so far.
The character designs are so different and great and cool, and there's like a Gyaru character for no reason.
Yes! There need to be more brown skin anime girls, just period.
Just period,
in the world. Let's talk about the cast a little bit, actually, because there are... So this dude, fucking the most basic harem setup on the planet, except he's a ghost, and when... You know what? So the premise, I guess, just because we have to summarize it in one sentence, is there's a dude who kind of died, kind of not. He left his body, now he's just ghost. He's got like a cool ghost trail behind him.
Well, the show is actually marketed with the line, like, if he sees panties, the world will end.
Yes, that's the what. It's basically
it's like the line.
There's a line from To Catch a Predator where they're reading the chat logs, and the guy goes,
"I can't control my horny level."
And that's basically
that's
this show in a nutshell. But oh god, it's a really, really willfully stupid premise. It's the exact type of show that I don't feel like I could watch like on the bus on my phone, like in public transit, like never in a million years. But it's one of those like guilty pleasure things too, where like I know that it's stupid and I know that it's embarrassing, and I also can't stop watching it because from a production standpoint, like that opening fight scene on the bus, the fact that there's an opening fight scene on a bus for a show that turns out to just be a bunch of people sitting around in a house.
Can we talk about how the show starts with like the main character as a superhero?
Yeah.
Saving like a bus that's hijacked from a bunch of people.
And it's like, so it almost feels like there's a Korean animation called Achi and Sipak that has a bunch of really great like vehicular action scenes that scene really reminded me of. But it's just so pretty. Like it starts and is so interesting from the get-go. It's really, really easy to recommend. And so he's living in this house. He's kind of a ghost. He can't interact directly with anyone.
His body is in the house. His body is living in the house.
His body is being occupied by some unknown force we don't know about yet. We're only 3 episodes in, by the way. And yeah, it's just, he can kind of interact with, it's almost like the game Ghost Trick almost, where like he can kind of, if he focuses, he can interact with things in the environment and sort of maybe get reactions out of the other people, but not all the time.
Let's talk about the other people.
Yeah.
So the apartment like complex that the main character lives in, the landlady, so to speak, is the little nerdy girl.
Okay.
She's like the landlord of the place.
Gotcha.
And
is
her
she
name
the one with
is
the bear outfit or the big hair?
Big hair.
Okay, the big hair, the one who looks like Ashley from WarioWare. That's who you're talking about.
Sure. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about, but yes. Her name is Meika Daihatsu. So all the characters' names are like puns.
Okay, so, like Japanese. I remember because we were watching it together, and you kept like every time their names would pop up the first time, you would like freak out.
Yeah, but you wanted me to wait to tell you.
Yeah, I wanted to save it for this video.
Okay, so the main like sciencey girl. I'm not gonna spoil anything about her because I really want you guys to watch it.
Yes.
But her name is Meika Daihatsu. So it's spelled like a regular name, like Meika, but it's like it's supposed to be maker.
Right.
So it's Daihatsu maker. So
she
like
makes stuff.
A great inventor. Or like a great genius inventor.
Gotcha. That's a good mnemonic device. Meika is easy to remember because she makes things. And yeah, like you kind of alluded to, there are some huge revelations about her character in episode 3, which right now, you can only see if you're like a Crunchyroll premium member.
Yes.
But
we'll talk more about that later.
Yeah, we don't want to spoil anything for anyone.
And they also live with. So there's that girl, she's really cute, really great. She tinkers with stuff all day. She has glasses, she's a landlady. Then there's like a Gyaru exorcist lady that also doesn't believe in ghosts.
Right.
At the same time.
Her whole family is an exorcist. They kind of imply that maybe she's not like blood related to that family.
Because she doesn't believe.
Right.
Yeah. And her name, you don't know this yet. Her name is Chichibu Rabudab, or Rabu, whatever. Lovra Chichibu.
All I remember is you laughed your ass off when
her name
they said
means
her name.
Jiggling boobs.
Okay. There you go.
Buddha, Buddha.
Sounds like punchline to me.
Buddha Buddha. The main character, the girl that's a superhero, her name, if like said a specific way, means superhero.
Okay.
But then her superhero name is Strange Juice.
Right.
And she's all like orange themed, like orange slices and citrus themed, and then she fights with a giant straw.
She's got
which is like really cool.
Yeah, first of all, the moment I knew, this is one of those rare instances where I fell in love with the show within the first 45 seconds, because there's a moment when she is like trying to save people on this bus, and she just pulls out this giant straw and does like this sort of pole vault like attack with it, and
the bendy straw.
Yeah, with like a giant bendy straw, which is so like weird, and I've something, whatever. It's the fucking scissor blades again. It's something
awesome.
you've never seen before.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just there's something about the action scenes that are so kinetic. There's not a bad looking frame of this show that I've seen yet.
No.
The sound design is incredible. So wait, and there's one more girl.
The bear girl.
Yes.
So there's a character that wears like bear stuff all the time. She actually even has like a pet bear that she calls her little brother. She says, "Oh, he's in 2nd grade." Like, it's really cute.
Right.
But her name is my favorite name. Her name is it's like Hiki Otani Ito. So Hikikomori Otaku Nito.
Oh, right, because she's the one who's like got all the Fujoshi shit in her room, and like her desktop wallpaper is like 2 boys making out.
Yeah, and she's like always alone, like hanging out, just like in the dark.
Right.
So she's all 3 of those things, and they're like, why don't we just name this character like as we see it, straight up?
What's cool is they've got like kind of tropey shit, like there's the introverted like neat girl, there's the glasses like nerdy girl, but none of them are exactly what
that is.
They seem, right? Like she's got this weird like bear thing, and like it just the further you get into the show, the more you realize that these characters, like there's not a character in the show I dislike, which is really, really cool.
Really strange. Same. And I like always hate someone immediately. Yeah,
I was watching it with Andrea actually, the first episode, and she is immediately dismissive of, what's the name for the glasses archetype?
Megane?
Yeah, she was immediately not down for the Megane girl, and by the end of episode 1, she's like, she doesn't like take things back on. She was like, that character's more interesting than I thought she was going to be.
I love it. And the way they integrate the panty shots in the fan service is so clever and cute.
Which is a hard sentence to say, but
for me.
But no, you're right. Like it's just one of those shows where I'm like, there are going to be people who watch Punchline and despise it and think it's disgusting and for gross people and idiots, and I can't disagree with any of that. But I'm also going to watch every episode of this because I just adore it. It is visually, it's so colorful and exciting.
Also, though, it's like I expect there's going to be like 10 panty shots an episode because there has been so far, but they're always like unveiled in such strange ways. Like when the Megane girl's like thread gets caught on Strange Juice's bike and she leaves, and then all of her clothes are unthreaded, and that's how they reveal it.
Yeah, or like the time when what's her name is like jumping up and down to reach something on a top shelf, and it's
so stupid, but like
it's so stupid and so good at the same time. I kind of would recommend anyone watch the first episode. It's one of those shows I feel like that tests your tolerance for how embarrassing anime can be. Like, if your threshold for that is low, I maybe wouldn't recommend it, but I don't think anyone watching this video is that type of person. I think there's a pretty good chance you'll be able to get past that and appreciate the fact that it is gorgeous and really well written and interesting. And you were telling me, actually, the guy who wrote it is the same dude who wrote, like, 999.
Yeah, and what is that, Zero's Escape series?
Yeah, which is pretty surprising to me, because this is totally very separate from Zero Escape.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Zero Escape.
And it kind of, and which it also kind of leads me to believe that there is more going on in this show than we know so far.
Oh, totally. I totally think this is going to be like anime of the season.
Yeah.
The same way Kill la Kill was. Like the first couple episodes of Kill la Kill, you're like, okay, this is just weird and like enjoyable, and like visually like really stunning, but
Mhm.
like where's it going? And then in the end, it was like one of the best stories in anime
Totally.
in the last like 5 to 10
Yeah,
years.
I think this show is like I'm not hearing people talk about Punchline yet, but I think
Which is weird.
It is weird.
Let's change that right now.
Right. Well, I think we'll get to a point by the end of the season where everyone knows what Punchline is. So yeah, Punchline I think is excellent so far. It's just like everything I want out of an anime, especially an anime leading into the summer, because it's
Yeah.
just like so much fun to watch. There's not a boring second of
I just
it.
love their outfits.
And also, yeah, her like
They're
super.
always different.
She's got like this great like kind of Kiari Pamu Pamu
Yeah.
vibe going, but like a little more modern, like more collars and stuff. Her brushes,
eyelashes change.
eye brushes. Yeah, they
Eyebrashes.
do. It's whatever.
Oh, here's what we want.
Punchline is tight, and
There you go. This is what Punchline's about.
Yep.
And you think I'm being like funny?
No, that's literally what it's about. Anyways, if you want to watch Punchline, there is no better place to do it than Crunchyroll.com. If you go to crunchyroll.com/Babylonian, you will get a 30-day free trial of to watch unlimited anime in 1080p.
Wherever you want, on your phone,
on your
in
phone,
the bathroom,
tablet,
on the bus.
toilet. Just not for this show. I would say you should watch it not on the bus, maybe on the toilet.
Always on the toilet.
There's apps on the PS4. There's apps on the Wii U.
Xbox.
Yeah, there's
Anywhere you want.
anywhere you want to watch anime. Crunchyroll is literally the best way to do it.
And right now, the only way to watch episode 3 of Punchline is by using Crunchyroll.
That is true.
And only if you're a premium member. So use his URL and sign up for that free trial, and then you can watch it right now after this video.
In 1080p, right here in your browser, or on your phone, or on what else you got?
We got a PlayStation.
You can watch it on the Vita. Did you know that?
That's new, yeah.
You can watch it on the Vita
The
now.
Vita has a use now.
It's basically just, I mean, that OLED screen is basically just a watch anime in bed device.
Yeah.
So watch Punchline, preferably somewhere where no one else can see you watching it. We'll do more anime videos in the future. Let us know what you thought of this one. We will read every comment. And if you like Punchline, because I'm assuming it's not for
I just
everyone.
want to talk about Punchline.
Yeah.
With people.
We'll talk about Punchline again in the future. How about that?
Okay.
But yeah, let us know what you guys think of Punchline, and give us more suggestions for what we should cover next, because I'm always down to watch whatever. We will see you next time. Thanks for watching. I love you. Goodbye.